Oh, welcome to Ty's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September the 5th, 2023. I need to fix my chair. I feel like I'm going to fall. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some Monday Night Raw to talk about. I got tired for some reason. So I think I fell asleep on one match. So don't get mad at me. For some reason, these past 2 days, I've been tired. I think I'm not going to sleep early enough. I'm not old, it's just... For some reason, I'm just tired. I don't know what it is. I close my eyes and I open them. The main event is happening. I'm like, what? How did the main event happening? I know there was one more match before the main event and I missed it. Oh boy. So the Sami Zayn and JD McDuggan match, I do not know what happened. I found out who won during the show because there was a backstage segment. So that's how I knew who won the match. But if you guys if that backstage something happened, I would not know who won. So yeah, I don't know if there was interference. I think there was. But ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 different segments. So we got Miz TV. Miz is a little upset. And he says he's not done with LA Knight. But his special guest was John Cena. But guess what? It was the invisible John Cena. You know when people say, you can't see him. And they every time they do pictures, oh, there's John Cena, but there's nobody there. That's what Miz is doing. Miz just snapped. He lost it, and he's keep on asking questions to this John Cena, but the fans don't know what the heck is happening. So all the talking happened, and then Miz told John Cena to get out of his ring, and John Cena wouldn't get out of his ring. And so he got in the face of John Cena. I guess John Cena stand up, and he shoved Miz. And Miz shoved back, and Miz attacked John Cena, doing a Skull Crush finale onto a ghost, onto an invisible man. Oh my goodness. Miz has lost it because he lost at WWE Payback. I know he says he didn't lose it, but he did. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think there was 4 segments. Because we got the Judgment Day. They coming out talking about their win, talking about how their family and how they finally stopped with the rumors of they're going to break up. And ladies and gentlemen, they got interrupted by JD McDuggan with a bag in his hand. I thought it was new tag team titles. Because I'm getting sick and tired of seeing the red and blue. We got new women's championship and we got new world championships. But we don't have new tag team championships. But ladies and gentlemen, and JD says, that briefcase has to go. That green one has to go. Damian is upset because he heard this and he's not going to get rid of it. But JD says, you need to get rid of that briefcase because I got you a new one. I know he didn't say that. He revealed a new briefcase that's purple that says Senior Money in the Bank. Why in the world do we need a new Money in the Bank briefcase? Because when he cashes it in, there's no more upsetting that briefcase. But the tag team titles, you see it every single week. You see that every single week, and I don't know why we get a new briefcase. Oh my god. I want new tag team titles. That's all I want. Ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn came out and he talked trash about the Judgment Day and talked about the MVP, the little scumbag, Dominic Mysterio, that wouldn't stop involving themselves in matches. Because he got involved in the street fight, he got involved in Rhea Ripley's match. And he said Sami issued a challenge to Dominic, but Mr. JD interfered again. And says, Dominic is not going to wrestle you tonight, but how about you wrestle me tonight? So JD has a match with Sami Zayn. We got Seth freaking Rollins coming in the ring, and he says he wants Shinsuke. He's not supposed to be there, but he told Adam Pearce and he told Ricochet that he's fine and he's going to go to the ring. He's not supposed to be there. He wasn't medically cleared. So, ladies and gentlemen, he called out Shinsuke. Shinsuke came out. Shinsuke wasn't going to the ring. He was just standing weird. He wouldn't stop moving every time. He wouldn't stop moving. I don't know. He has ants in his pants or something wrong with him, but he wouldn't stop moving. Just stand there. So Seth Rollins says, "I will give you what you want: a shot of the World Heavyweight Title tonight." And Shinsuke looked like he was going, and then he turned back and he said no. He doesn't want a title match. But Seth Rollins says, okay, he gets paid for, he clocked in, because it's Monday Night Raw, he's going to go to work. He attacked Shinsuke on top of the stage, on the ramp. And then, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the security guards, and then here comes Ricochet for the save for Seth freaking Rollins. And then we got a match between Shinsuke and Ricochet. And then, ladies and gentlemen, to start out Monday Night Raw, we got the main event, Jey Uso, the newest member of Monday Night Raw, Jey Uso. He comes out, talks about things, and he said Cody Rhodes called him to come back to WWE, and he did. But he knows that now, since he came to Raw, he has a lot of people that's mad at him. He knows that. He says I think he's going to make it right to the good guys that he screwed to help Roman Reigns with his championship reign. And then Sami Zayn came out. Everybody went nuts because, ladies and gentlemen, these guys had their bond when they were part of the Bloodline. And then the bond broke when Sami Zayn got out of the Bloodline. And they wrestled each other at WrestleMania. So Sami came out and he is happy that Jey Uso is here on Raw. He has more things to say that I don't remember, but he wants to shake the guy's hand, but Jey wouldn't shake his hand. Sami Zayn says, if you want to talk, I'm here. He was about to walk away, but Jey Uso says, that's not Usi of me, isn't it? And then, ladies and gentlemen, he wants to shake Sami Zayn's hand. But Sami didn't want to shake his hand. He wants to hug Jey Uso in a great way to start a Monday Night Raw. These guys have their bond back. But when Jey was about to leave, he went on the ramp. Drew McIntyre came out to do his Tornado Tag Team match. And he stared down Jey Uso. Sami's trying to stop them. Back Drew McIntyre. Leave him alone. And then another guy that Jey pissed off, Matt Riddle. And he got to stare down to Jey, and Sami says, leave it, calm down, bro. And then we had our Tornado Tag Team match. I thought there was disqualifications and countouts in the Tornado Tag Team matches for WWE. But there wasn't. Because some reason we got Riddle doing the T3D thing, push Drew McIntyre and saying get the tables, but I thought there was disqualifications, and then Michael Cole said there was no disqualifications or no countouts. It was a pretty decent match for these two teams, Drew McIntyre and Riddle versus the Viking Raiders. Pretty decent match, but ladies and gentlemen, it got bad for Riddle and Drew McIntyre when Kofi Kingston came out trying to help them. Kofi Kingston accidentally Trouble in Paradise Mr. Riddle, and then Viking Raiders used Kofi Kingston as a weapon and throw Kofi onto Mr. Drew McIntyre, and then they did their finishing tag team move onto Riddle into a table. The winner of that match was the Viking Raiders. Drew is mad. Are we going to see Drew McIntyre going to be a heel? Kofi explained it, and he was trying to say, I'm sorry. Riddle forgive him, but Drew McIntyre didn't. So I don't know what's going to happen in there. Then we had Ricochet versus Shinsuke Nakamura. These guys are awesome. They have a lot of great talent. I'm happy that they have a match together. It was pretty good. Pretty good. At one point, I don't know what happened to Ricochet. I guess he got kicked off of the barricade, but he fell backwards. I'm like, what the heck happened to this guy? I don't know what happened to him. But ladies and gentlemen, Shinsuke whacked Ricochet with a steel chair. He did not care. He didn't want to have this match. He didn't want to fight. He didn't want a match at all. That's why he said no to Seth Rollins. So he didn't care if he loses. So Ricochet wins by disqualification, but he did not feel like he's a winner. Because Shinsuke put Ricochet's head into a chair. Like almost his whole body through a chair. Make him sit in the ring and was about to do Kinshasa until Seth Rollins came out and attacked Shinsuke. Here, a whole bunch of security guards and producers trying to stop these guys. But Shinsuke had the upper hand, was keep on kicking Seth Rollins while he's leaning on the steel steps. And here comes Ricochet swinging that chair, but he did not hit Shinsuke, but he saved Mr. Seth Rollins. Thanks to Ricochet, Seth Rollins is okay. Then we had Shayna Baszler versus Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark does not have Tony Wilson. Miss Trish Stratus is in her corner because she attacked her at Payback. So that team is long lived gone. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Shayna Baszler. Then we have Raquel Gonzalez versus Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green. What happened to Piper Niven? They said something that Piper Niven had a problem. So she's not the women's tag team champions. Are these women's tag team titles really cursed? Because every time somebody gets these titles, someone gets injured, and then they have to vacate them. These titles are hurting every single woman here. Sonya Deville, Liv Morgan. Why is all these women getting hurt when they hold these women's tag team titles? I think they should just get rid of these tag team titles. They're cursing the women, and now Rhea Ripley doesn't have any more competition here because these women's tag team titles are hurting them. Like, seriously. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But ladies and gentlemen, Raquel Rodriguez beat Chelsea Green, and she announced that Adam Pearce made it official. It will be a Women's World Championship match. Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley, but Dominic Mysterio is banned from ringside. And that's going to happen next week. We got JD McDuggan versus Sami Zayn in a match, and JD McDuggan gets the win. But ladies and gentlemen, at backstage, we saw the Judgment Day trying to see will they let JD join the Judgment Day. Finn Balor made the idea up. He wants to know what other guys say, and Dominic, of course, says, you guys choose. I'm not really part of this stupid thing. I'm just a shadow. You guys are the real team. The guy is a shadow. He's not a leader. He's a shadow. And then he talked to him, Mommy, what do you think? But Rhea says, let's see how he does with Sami Zayn tonight. JD gets the win, but we still don't know if he's part of the Judgment Day. And then we got Dominic Mysterio going up to Jey Uso backstage and offering him to join the Judgment Day because he's talking about that they had a broke family and all that stuff. He said that like 3 times. Dude, it's annoying. Shut up. You didn't have a horrible father. Ray has a horrible son. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. I'm guessing you don't get no more Christmas presents. They all go to the Aaliyah, the daughter. No more Christmas presents for Dominic Mysterio. No more birthday gifts for Dominic Mysterio. You'll get nothing. I don't know what I'm saying, but ladies and gentlemen, he needs to stop being annoying. He needs to stop whining and crying. He needs to stop being a woman and start being a man. Grow a set and actually do something, because this guy is really annoying me. I like to see him get beat up. I don't like to see him succeed or being successful. I like to see him get beat up because he's one of those kids that he's one of those bullies, not kids. Well, bullies and kids. There's bullies. Bullies could be kids. Bullies could be adults. Bullies could be everything, every age. But ladies and gentlemen, he's like one of these bullies that he is a sidekick to the big bully, the actual bully. But he's a sidekick. He doesn't do much. He just do the bidding what the bully says. I've seen on TV. I haven't really got bullied at school or anything like that, so I never seen it. But I've seen TV shows, and I think it's true. It could be true, because sometimes bullies come in groups. So yeah, I think that's what Dominic Mysterio is. The guy is not a leader. So will Jay accept this offer? We don't know. We have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Gunther versus Chad Gable. Pretty decent match. Awesome match. But the winner of that match, and still your Intercontinental Champion, Gunther. And he is going to be the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Gunther. Is he going to beat Honky Tonky Man's Intercontinental Championship reign? I think he is, because I think that's what they said. Well, people are saying that Paul Ellering, if you guys don't know who he was the manager of Akam and Razor. And there's a rumor that these guys signed a contract back in 2022. But people are saying that they saw Paul Ellering in Florida. And in Florida, NXT's there, the Performance Center. Will we see Authors of Pain come to NXT? That would be big. Imagine these guys come to NXT for those NXT tag team titles. They won it before. They could win it again and show the newbies the real strength of the Authors of Pain. I would love to see them come back. I wasn't a big fan of them back in the day because Vince McMahon was the head of creative. He didn't know how to make these guys like a big stars. But Triple H will make these guys like monster tag team. And that's what we need. We need monster tag teams. We got creepy tag teams. We got good tag teams. But we don't have monstrous tag teams. We already lost Beer and Sanga to Monday Night Raw. So they're monsters on Raw. But we don't have monsters on NXT as tag teams for the tag team division. So I'm hoping that they do come back. I'm not saying they are back. I'm just saying that what people are saying, that they signed a contract in 2022. They saw Paul Ellering in Florida. I will believe it when they actually show up. I'm that kind of person. I'm not believing it until they actually showed up. Because they say a lot about Carlito. They said about Kairi Sane. They never showed up. But the David Hart Smith, the former Hart Dynasty guy, I think he's like the son of David British Bulldog. He was actually signed to WWE. He had like a dark match, but he never had a TV return. But he actually did have had a match, and he came to the WWE, and then he got released. But Akam and Razor, it could be like Carlito and Kairi saying that they might come back, and then they don't come back. So I'm waiting until they do show up. I don't care if it's on Raw, I don't care if it's on SmackDown or NXT. If they do show up, I will be excited. Even like Brian Pillman Jr. They say that he's on NXT. I want to see him debut. I want to see him debut like Dragon Lee and Eddie Thorpe. Because I didn't believe Dragon Lee was in NXT until he came. Until he came to NXT. So, that's where we're waiting. I'm just waiting. See they actually show up. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on tomorrow for NXT results. I have no idea what matches are happening. I know the Heritage Cup group thing, the tournament is happening, but I forgot what else is happening. I have no idea. But that's all for me today. Time is out. I think there's going to be a women's championship match. Time is out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.